Hey everybody, it's Robert Jeep DIY Help coming at you today. I'm in beautiful Northeast Texas on a Wednesday. As most of you know, I went ahead and got something for the heathen. Because when we go to events like Renaissance fairs, medieval fairs, reenactments, you name it, camping, with a Jeep, everybody knows it's hard, right? So, with that being said, we decided to do something. We don't have a lot of towing capacity, as most Jeepers know. So, I went ahead and got one of these. If I can flip you around, I'd show you one of these. I guess it's going to turn the whole thing around. Oh, and that's a tornado siren, do you hear it? But anyways, right here. 2023 Viking. As you see the date, a little over a month old. It's a Viking 50th anniversary edition. Hopefully it's showing all this. Right? 50th anniversary. And of course I'm like, heck yeah, it pulls nicely behind the Jeep. It's small, it's compact. This is the 9TD with the off-road equipment. I think they call it like the V package. So it has a kick butt AC unit, has the outdoor stuff, the National Lampoon's Vacation latch for the dog, 2 outdoor speakers which work really good, right? So nice. I was excited. Tires, rims. Never had anybody else had one of these. You see this AC unit, it's good. It freezes your butt off. The heater works primo. The water pump for the sink I haven't used. Yes, it has a sink in there. Full-size mattress. So, good things and bad things. Good things. It does have a holding tank for fresh water. Of course, the gray water just leaks off the side. They give you a hose so it goes off maybe about 5 feet away from you and goes into the ground. Has a screw-on plug. So it just can't be popped out. You have to unscrew it. Of course, the axle's been flipped. This has been done. But there's some things that, I worry about. Like shoddy silicone. Look at that. Marks where they marked it. This silicone. Look at this. You should not be able to do that. See that? I hope everybody's seeing that. Is that crazy? And of course the front. I was like, heck yeah, let's hook this up. So I get there, I back the Jeep up. This tongue and this the wheel chock is too close to have a tire on it. You can't have a tire on your Jeep when you put this on, or else the crank will hit. You believe that? The crank will hit your tire. So if you're deciding to get one of these, you're gonna have to buy an extension bar. You can get it at Harbor Freight, like 30 bucks. I want to say Walmart's like 45, and extends it. Well, great, I did that. Well, now the chains will not reach all the way. The safety chains that I personally, between you and me, I think is a bunch of BS, because I don't want to flip when this thing flips. So I had an extra set of D-rings. Let me show you what the D-rings look like. Boom. And they barely fit. I mean, barely fit. I quite literally have to take off the clips and put them back on to get it going. Sorry about the hair, it is windy. Other things. Look at this. That is bolted down, people. That's not me just shaking it. And of course, the battery. This is consistently on. If you don't have it plugged into something, after about a week, you'll start hearing it beeping because the battery's dying. Not a big deal. Oh, here's the other side. Look at that. The X. And yeah, if I rub on it really hard, you can see that how it flexes? Look at that. I put my finger under here. The quality is shoddy. I will tell you that. They need to get their stuff in gear. Look at this. Shower upside down. You believe that? I like the little light out here. It's cool. It works. But of course, you have to stuff everything in here. And I'm not sure if you've even seen any of this. It's just crazy on how much I paid for this and how crappy of a job they did. And there's water in here. What I was told by the guy hooking this up for me at the dealership, that the company that does make this, okay, And the company is Forest River. Forest River, I hope you're watching, listening. You probably aren't, probably don't care either way. Yeah, they pay the people per trailer, not per hour. So if you don't get these taken out as fast as you possibly can, they're not making money. The floor, you can step on it, you can feel a little soft spots because they use shoddy material. And of course, they replaced it with the Everchill, which was a good idea. I like that. This is okay, great. But look, a clump of junk. Look at all this. They just strapped on. That is soft right there. I can move all that. Okay. So there's a few things. Look, let me get over here to the sink. Like I said, we haven't used it. I've been using it as storage, as you can see. Look, it's like gum. What are they using here? Is that crazy? I could push on that. The heater works awesome. The gaps. And right here, it gets warm. And look at that. Look at the shoddy work. I don't know if you can see that. But I am totally disgusted on how much I paid for this. And of course, I'm not sure if it rattled like this when I got there. Because I went from Central Texas to Northeast Texas. So, or actually vice versa. I live in Northeast Texas. I drove to Central Texas, hooked this bad boy up after everything, got it here. But yeah, I mean, you can see the floor moving. I'm not sure if you guys can. So, with that being said, yes, my wife and I both agreed on getting the upgraded package. Number one, because it has a hard door. That you have to take the small door off and put the hard door on. Number two, the good grip handle. This is nice. I want to say this is one of the better things they have on here. Okay, the bed. We actually put a 7-inch memory foam topper on top of it. It sleeps comfortable now. I mean, all in all, yeah. I mean, it's cool. It keeps me dry so far. I haven't had any leaks, thankfully, knock on wood. And yes, I've been out here for a while and no leaks yet. We've had a couple bugs come in. As you see, yeah, you have to pull that out. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I mean, other than that, it's just, I think I'm frustrated just at the shoddy craftsmanship. You could see how it is just put on there, maybe piece of duct tape on the inside or plumber's tape, who knows. So with that being said, if I had to rate this trailer, the pros and cons. Pros, axles flipped it. I didn't have to do that. So it has better riding, better tires, bigger tires, has a spare tire which is under the tongue. Scissor levelers, they're not scissor jacks to lift it, it's just to level them, and they tell you that before you even get it. Some of the switches inside, they should have told you about those. Maybe even I don't know, maybe even a little sticker saying what they are, because there's two switches that you don't know. A third switch over there by the bed, which is, I found out, is the water pump. The heater runs on propane, so that's nice. The canvas, we've had some 40-50 mile an hour winds right here recently, and not a problem. I mean, you can see them moving in and out just like any other pop-up or anything with canvas like that. The speakers are nice. The step, that was another big thing. The step was nice. The doors are shoddy. The little side doors on there, they're shoddy. I have to replace one of the locks already. And I've only had this for less than a month, and this is the first time we've used it. And we're only sleeping in it on the weekends here at this Renaissance Fair. And if you want to know more about this Renaissance Fair, it's avalonfair.com. Not trying to promote them, but with that being said, you figure, you know, this Viking, you know, that I paid, and of course you probably can look it up, you know, brand new off the showroom floor. I have videos of me driving off with it. I would expect a little bit better quality. And Forest River, I expect that you would actually pay your people to do a better quality job, just because it's not a big old monstrous trailer with slide outs and everything. The quality is lacking, and your tongue needs to be further out so you can actually hook up a Jeep with the tire on. That would be ideal. Heck, if you want to go farther, why don't you put on tires that are the same lug pattern as a Jeep? Then you wouldn't have to use the spare tire, and we would have a spare on the back of the Jeep. But either way, I'm not sure if you can still see me. You see there's other people out here. We're all getting ready for the next fair coming up, or I should say next weekend. We have 2 more weekends left. But I mean, the negatives don't outweigh the positives so far. There's a couple of things that I would like to do. I haven't, like I said, I haven't used the sink or the shower because I'm not boondocking. So right now it's just a hindrance in my way. But with that being said, they give you a lot of plugs. There's like 4 USB ports, 1 cigarette lighter port. I mean, they give you a lot of plugs. That's great. The blue light is nice. The grill, I haven't used it yet, but I've set it up before. It works. It was easy to put together. A little thin on the metal, but what do you expect? I mean, it's small. But other than that, I mean, it tows nicely. The roof is going to need to be coated. I've already looked at it. You can see where they just, put that plastic vinyl junk on top of it and called it a day. Some of the screws are already starting to show rust, which I didn't show you. I have to reseal a couple, the taillights, as you've seen. I have to reseal those. So if I had to give this a scale 1 to 5, because I don't want to do 10, that's too much. Right now, it's pushing about, I'd say 3.5. I wouldn't say 4 completely, just for the fact that if I want to tow this thing, either I have to get the extension, which of course, for a Jeep is not a good thing, because you only have so much tongue weight as it is, and when you put that extender on there, it takes away some of that. The tongue, the shoddy lockdown for the propane tank, which is a tank, propane. That's the final thing. I finally, and this is what made me want to do this video, I tried to add the outer room on today. Okay, it feels good, and then there's a cross on the top to keep the top of the roof up, and I put it through one of the post ends where it's supposed to hold it, ripped them right through. I mean, I haven't even used this thing. I got so disgusted I put it back. They have shoddy stitching on that. So I do see some shoddy stitching on the canvas. I didn't want to show it because I'm going to fix it anyways. But yeah, if you're going to look into a Viking, check everything. Things that I mentioned, if you could think of a couple extra things, check them out, because if it's worth $15,000, $16,000, maybe I should have got that one right there behind me, because yeah, the heathen can pull that. But anyways, hope you all be safe, stay dry, watch out for the weather, and we'll see you camping in Overland or something, or at a Jeep show. You guys have a great one. Peace.